You mentioned that the Fed is doing prudent or acting prudently by aggressively tightening and trying to curb inflation. Are they doing enough though? And also, what is the main source of global inflation currently? Where do you see that?
Well, I think is the Fed doing enough? I mean, at this point, the fact that inflation expectations remain well anchored does suggest that they are continuing to achieve their mandate. Yes, we are still seeing headline price pressures elevated, but they have yet to kind of signal that they're going to be more comfortable with a higher inflation type of mandate. So I would say so far they are doing their job. Notably, we have to see the evolution of data, and that's clearly their messaging as well. They're continuing to be data dependent, despite markets potentially suggesting that the Fed could actually ease rates after they reach that terminal rate, which again is not our view either. We do think policy rates are going to be held in restrictive territory for quite some time, which was quite a sharp contrast to traditional business cycles where we would expect that easing to start. In terms of what's driving the global inflationary backdrop, well, I think it's interesting in the sense that we have seen the goods deflation come through quite pronounced, notably in the US. We are seeing those gauges of supply chain pressures return back to levels that were pre-pandemic, which is quite significant. But I think the key challenge, though, is yes, we've gotten from elevated single digits of US CPI back to that 5 to 6% handle. Getting back to the 2% target, we think will be much more challenging. If we look at the key drivers of that goods disinflation, yes, shelter was a key component underpinning it higher, but we've seen used car sales kind of be a key driver of that lower prices. We don't think that's going to be the key tailwind going forward. And if anything, we think goods inflation is probably steadying from here for the next few months. And we're looking at the core services ex-shelter component. That still remains quite sticky. Wage pressures are a key component of that as the labor market continues to be tight. We are watching that metric. So I think getting back from that 5 to 2% will be quite challenging. That's why we're continuing to see the Fed being as hawkish as they have been.